Good evening, everyone. Happy Wednesday evening to you all. Um, I'm sorry I could have done. I did a video pretty. I'm doing one pretty semi late, but I was really tired when I got home from program. I ended up taking a nap. Um, but I wanted to let everybody know. So I've got a video coming from a buddy of mine, but I had recorded our really our what we do in my Wednesday band of how we create music and how we create original content, but it's kind of like a behind the scenes look at what me, Ian, and the staff that help us out, like what we do. Because right now we are currently pushing through a really good song that we all pitched in and helped with. Really, we all get credit for it, but I will say this is actually a song that Ian and I had created. Actually, the band and I created that really was like, it's a really powerful song, but um something did happen. But when we got sent the email, somebody or whatever happened, the short clip we got from the, because it was unfinished, it's still unfinished, so it's not complete yet, but something happened where it actually appeared on SoundCloud as an MP3, the unfinished song. So I don't know if one of us was like scammed or hacked or what happened, but that song went on SoundCloud. On So that kind of, I was able to delete it off of SoundCloud, meaning that, because it's, as I said, it is not a finished product. So I don't know exact or who did it or whatever, but I think for us to kind of keep this song, I mean, this is an original. This is not a copyrighted song. I know. I will say that. I mean, I don't really want to say anything about this song yet, but we're still trying to figure out, because as I said, it has a little bit more to go until it is officially ready. Um, but those of you that will see the behind the scenes making of riff of our song, my buddy Ian has the footage, because unfortunately today my phone had died, so I used his to kind of record our set. But Ian is re-recording um his vocals, but his vocals sound really good in this song so far, or before this, but we're adding more vocals to create the harmonies, because Ian's gonna do a couple harmonies in this song. um but the thing is, when you take credit for a song you make, everybody takes that credit, not just you, not just the people you want to it's everyone, you know even the people that helped you create it, and making sure you have people's consent, if they want to be in a song with you, they want to be in a band with you, asking them before it happens is always, I mean, it's the ideal thing to do. But that being said, um I have an unboxing to do with you guys tonight. I got some Metazoo packs. So this is, I do have some cards from this set, which I did end up getting, I think, last month. but I'll get them right now. Unlike the set, the Metazoo sentence box, we did finish that, but we finished that on my Facebook Live. But we opened up the remainder 5 packs. I will say that was a really great set. But next month we're hoping to order the booster box of the UFO set because some of those cards look really good. But so yeah, this is the set for 2025. Yeah. So yeah, these are some of the so these are a lot of the cards from the Secret Shadows set. So we have the, which is a, yeah, this is a full holo. This is the Grafton Monster. We have the Enfield Monster. There we go. We have the Crooked Man. We have the Kongamoto, which is a cryptid from Africa, from Zambia. We have the Onmoraki, which is a demon bird in Japan. We have the Colorado Springs elf. We have the Serbian dancing lady. We got the dancing shoes, lily pad, jets. We've got the Nanook, which is a bear god. So these are all from this set. We have the Bloody Mary, Serbian dancing lady. We've got the Raven Mocker from the Appalachian Mountains. So we have that. We have the common Raven Mocker, the non-holo, and we have the reverse holo. We have the Skinwalker. The Skinwalker is one of my, I would say that one's one of my favorites, along with, and then we got the Boogeyman. But the Boogeyman and I think, yeah, this is a full, yeah, this is. So actually, the Boogeyman is a. I'll have to look at the rarity, but the 2 stars, I think that indicates it's a no, is it I think the 2 stars mean it's an ultra rare, or it's a double rare or something like that. Hey, buddy. We have Mike the Headless Chicken. We've got the Knot Deer. The Knot Deer is an interesting one, because we did get a Knot Deer in Metazoo sentence, but this is a different variant. This is from Appalachia, the USA. We have the Mingawa, which is a cryptid from Tanzania. We've got the Kentucky Hellhound. and the explosive rabbit from Missouri. But so far, I will say we've gotten my. I will say the favorites here. I mean, I like them all pretty much. They're all unique, but the Mingawa is probably my favorite forest cryptid we got. But we got 5 more packs of this set. But before we get into those, I did purchase a pack. It was from the Tide set, but we got some good cards in that, which I was very sure. We're not gonna put these in the binder because I want to get more of these considered a. But since we've got more packs of Secret Shadows, we're gonna actually. I might. I don't have another bigger binder, but I think what we might do is combine the Metazoo sentence um cards with the Secret Shadows cards, cuz but here is the cards we got from the Tide set. So this is a set that is focused on the water aura or the water element in Metazoo. But here we have the sewer alligator from New York City. Looks like he's got a little sombrero on. We have a few follet, which looks like a spirit, or so it's a cryptid from Lake Charles, Louisiana. But the foo follet reminds me of one of those spirits, kind of like in Scotland, or like almost like a. It says it doesn't speak or touch. It just smiles in silence as you get lost in the fog. So I'm wondering if it's like a cryptid that like it. Yeah, I mean, this is a cool one. I don't know much about some of these cryptids, but next up we have the mountain boomer, which looks like a dinosaur to me. With like literally like legs like a kangaroo. But this is a cryptid from southern states, USA. Oh, from like the southern states of the USA. Okay. It vanishes between rocks with a crack like thunder and a speed like the wind. Next up, we do have one of my favorite cryptids. So this is a cryptid from Scotland. Um, but a lot of people actually don't know, is that I have a couple cryptids. Actually, I have literally, I think, I have 5 favorite cryptids that come from Scotland. So we're focused on Scotland, not Ireland. I mean, even though they are neighbors, these are 5 cryptids um that are my top favorite in Scotland, but this one's actually number 1 on my list, but it actually is the Kelpie. The Kelpie is basically a spear or like a ghost horse, or basically it's a horse that can shapeshift. Well, actually the thing is the Kelpie is it takes form of a horse, a beautiful woman, or an older man. But the thing is, this creature actually, if you try to mount it, um, you basically the creature. So the thing is, this creature will lure people as using its shapeshift powers to get on the horse. Because the thing is, I mean, this animal will or this creature will shapeshift into an older man, like a elderly man, or a beautiful woman to confuse people passing by. Um, so and once you're mounted on a kelpie, you can't get off because that kelpie is gonna race to a body of water, go in the water, and drown you while you're on it. So they say kind of like and there's very little ways you can kill a kelpie, but I think one of those ways is grabbing the bridle of the animal. Um, silver bullets was another way, and then showing it a like I think if you're showing it the symbolized cross, from religious beliefs, because I think if you show it the cross, it like turns into like this. I don't know. It's very unique, but the thing is, the kelpie was, a lot of people state that it was actually a creature that built waterfalls and built, and actually by using a kelpie, it helped like waterways flow or something like that. It's got a great history. Like this cryptid just has a great history through Scotland, even though it's not a cryptid you would want to run into. Um, it's one of the most unique cryptids because, as I said, it's a shapeshifter, kind of like this skinwalker. I mean, unlike the skinwalker, but kind of a similar ability where it can change form. Whereas like the skinwalker can turn into pretty much any animal native to like the Navajo regions or a person. Whereas the kelpie basically lures people by shape shifting, like luring them out in the open for them to mount it. So it is a great cryptid to have, and I'm really glad we actually got a card from Metazoo that has a Kelpie. And this is a common card, so I'm very much glad about that. We have oh nice. So we have the Himalayan mountains. Unfortunately, I got one of these packs to see if we could get the Yeti card, but we got the Himalayan mountains, so who knows? Um, which is a bit of a start because the Yeti thrives in the Himalayan mountains. So next up we have a strategy card called Ranged Assault. Strike fast and precise. And what's that one that like with the wind something, but he's like chucking a freaking rock, either a big ass boulder or just like a rock, a big solid rock. Next up we have another strategy card called Toss Overboard. Tossing Captain's Log Day 57. Someone or something has provided my crew with a fate worse than their fears, literally pushing everybody off the ship. Toss overboard. Man overboard. Next up, we have this is an interesting card we got. This is the Beast of Busco. So this is an animal the cryptid that I've read a lot about. It's actually a big turtle. Um, I would say yes, you definitely probably can compare it to. I mean, this picture for me, it looks like what is that? what's that Pokemon? Dreadnought? Yeah, it reminds me of Dreadnought, which is a Pokemon that resembles the Beast of Busco, but is basically a giant turtle. It says its jaws don't just break bones, they end legacies. And this is a animal or cryptid from Churubusco, Indiana, maybe. But this is a great cryptid that we definitely can add to our water deck. But it's one of the most unique cryptids. I mean, it's a giant turtle. It looks kind of like Slash from the Ninja Turtles. But I mean, the Beast of Busco was described as a big turtle with with huge jaws, big claws, and like a tail. Like, yeah, the tail's like a freaking Stegosaurus tail, because definitely large. Next up, we have a another cryptid. This is a cryptid slash equipment, so you can have it as a beast or an equipment material or piece. It's the headless coal miner. So it's a undead coal miner that has his head in a light. Next up, we have the oh, this looks like a chimera. So a chimera is a mythical creature from Greek folklore, which the chimera is one of those ones that I would say that's as iconic as like Medusa, Cerberus, the three-headed dog, the Minotaur, the Cyclops, right around there. But the chimera is has the head of like a dog or a lion. I would say more of like a lion. Has an extra head of a goat. Um, has wings like a dragon, and then a tail like a snake. But I mean, yeah, it's a very interesting creature in Greek folklore. But there it is. But that's what it shows. I mean, this is a strategy, but it shows the chimera spitting out like fireballs. And this is actually a. Yep, this is a full hollow. So that is a really good card. Next up, we have another full hollow. This is Wallowa. But actually, we should probably. Does it tell us where this is located? No. I'm going to guess this might be Canada. Wallowa Lake, but we can look that up. No lifeguard on duty. I like that. But there's Wallowa Lake, and that's a full hollow. And then we got a water aura. So auras in playing Metazoo are going to be like your lands if you were to play Magic. Um, but let's see what we get out of the packs from Secret Shadows. Now, cryptids that we'll definitely look out for. Obviously, the Mothman, I would think, is the main focus creature for this set. But there was some really other good ones. Like I think the Minotaur was one. Um, I mean, there was a lot of them featured. In Anubis, the Egyptian god. Um, but I mean, as I said, I mean, since we did get the Skinwalker and the Boogeyman, I mean, those are really good cards, and But I'm actually gonna bring out some of the cards or most of the cards we got that just headquarters. Okay, so yeah, those are. We have the Omnimaraki, which is the demon bird from Japan. That's a really good card. And then we got a reverse hollow Mike the Headless Chicken from Fr- Fruta, Colorado. Anomalingly headless. I will say I actually do agree with that if you spot or you cut a chicken's head off, I mean, it's actually so fun fact if like I mean, obviously not every day you're going to see it, but if a chicken ends up getting its head cut off, it's still going to like run around cuz of the nerves after you cut off the head of a chicken. It's like their nerves in their body are still functioning, but obviously they don't like run around. I mean, they're eventually gonna drop, but it is a real thing. Um, but I don't know exactly. The thing is, I was trying to pull up the card list for this set, but I mean, I went on Metazoo's website. They just showed like the products, like the available products for this set. So, but I did read, like, I think the Wendigo is also part of this set. It was one of the cards. So, I think a Wendigo would be cool. Maybe, obviously, maybe a werewolf or a dog man. Um, alright. So, our first pack. We have. Ooh. So, we have the stiff-legged bear. Okay, this guy definitely looks awesome. Creature unique. So he's from Hudson Valley, New York. Is it? Yeah, that's a. Yeah, New York. It was like being chased by a dining table with tusks. Um, yeah, I wouldn't want to get chased by this guy. That's funny how they explain it. It was like being chased by a dining table with tusks. So picture a grizzly with tusks, like a boar coming right at you. But the boar tusks come like grow out, not so much on the nose, because like the tusks are like right on the nostril. I would think. Um, Stickman of. All right, but I mean this is a great card. So we have a duplicate of our Kongamoto, which is not a huge deal. Speaking of Medusa, we got Medusa. Um, obviously from Greece, mythical creature from Greece. There's Medusa. But you know what's? I thought we did get the Tommy Knocker, or not the Tommy Knocker, the Chinook, because I think that was one we did get. There's Nanook. We got the Mad Scientist, Dark Elusive, Bloody Mary. I'm actually gonna put the Raven Mocker there. So yeah, that's weird. I thought we did get the Chinook, Shanahook. The Shanahook is like another, from what I've heard about this cryptid, um, is a kind of like another tribe of frogman. Um, well, actually, some say that they actually guard and protect the frogman. Others say that they are rivals, meaning that they are enemies. But they come from Loveland, Ohio. Oh, that is funny. We have the Stickman of Clark County, which we do have this card, and it's actually the same card in Sentence, but I think in Sentence it's actually, that is really cool. Um, we have the Lost Head. Hey Thor, come here. Oh, okay, bud. Thor must have got a treat like whipped cream, but he's enjoying it. Good boy. We have the Lost Head, which is equipment. It's always the last place you look. So like, yeah, so it's literally a bunch of basketballs, but there's a pumpkin head right there in the middle. Lost Head. So we have another cryptid. This is a Shadow Illusionist Myth Aerial Terror from the Mediterranean Sea. It's called the per- Periton. Periton will wear your shadow like a trophy. There he is. And then So we did get the Mad Scientist, which is uncommon, but I think we do have him already. Okay, so there's actually multiple Mad Scientists. So this is another, because the one we got before was the Bubbling Brew Mad Scientist, and this one he's doing a fire experiment. So they're this is like what's his name? Mad Scientist. Like, I mean, is he make? Yeah, this is cool. This is like Bill Nye the Science Guy, but really mad scientist Bill Nye. But yeah, there's the mad scientist we just got. This is the fiery experiment, and then this was one we got the beginning of this month. This is the bubbling brew, which is the water element of the mad scientist. So next up we have a reverse. Wait, we have a reverse hollow of Hat Man. He must have quite the wardrobe of hats. We have, okay, so this actually is really funny and quite humorous, but it's an equipment card called Microwave Tinfoil. But one of my friends, what was it, last month, or was it the end of last month? No, it was, I can't remember, but it was, I think, the end of the last month. She had everybody in her apartment complex had to go downstairs because somebody in her apartment cooked a Reese's peanut butter cup in the tinfoil. Um, but this kind of reminds me of it. But it's a microwave that's like cracked, and like whatever's inside it is like, this is cool, and it's a full hollow, but it's microwaved tinfoil. It's like about to blow up, but there's like tinfoil in the microwave. Next up, we have a strategy card. This is called En Masse. So it looks like it's like a hex spell. Like you can like mind control people. And then we got a dark aura. And this is also this is a full hollow. Not actually, we're doing quite well. That was only our first pack from. I mean, our second tech. I mean, actually, I think we got 3 packs before these ones, so we've opened a total of. So far. So yeah, after these 4, we've opened up 9 of the Secret Shadows set. All right, let's move on. Cool. Oh, nice. Okay, guys, we got a really great card. So we got the Beast of Bladenborough. This was actually a card I wanted to get. And I thought we did get this one, which I guess we didn't. But still, that's a really good hit, even though it is a common card. So, but it's one of the best. Locals refuse to say his name after dark, but there he is. Awesome. But we can maybe. I'm gonna put the cryptids here for our forest element, like the knot deer. So yeah, our knot deer, our Mingawa, but we'll put the Beast of Bladenborough right here. We have Deep Affliction, which I think might be a duplicate. We have Firehawk. Oh wow, so this is a cryptid from Australia. It looks like a phoenix. The Firehawk sets the outback ablaze to drive its prey out into the open. But really cool. And this one actually can go with our fire-based cryptids. So along with the explosive rabbit, here's our dark cryptids. And then we've got so but there is our this is our literally our lists, or really our characters. All right, so there's the Kentucky Hellhounds. All right, so our next cryptid is I'm gonna go over these when we're done. But next up we have the Deep Star 4000, which is a submarine. It's the Yellow Submarine, but is this the Yellow Submarine the Beatles reference in their song Yellow Submarine? It's from the Pacific Ocean. The stars below the ocean waves shine far darker than those above. So I'm wondering if that's actually based off of the song from the Beatles, if that was about the Deep Star 4000. Like, is there some sort of hidden fact within that? Next up, we have the Quabenkex. Quabenkex. Each breath is a storm. So this is a creature from Puerto Rico. This is quite interesting because this one conducts the storms, the lightning. Yeah, each breath is a storm. Whenever you speak or lay your breath, there's a storm that always brews. Or the yeah. And then we have Mary Many Voices. That's her name. She doesn't steal your voice, she drowns it. And she's from the United States. Definitely somebody I would not want to have a conversation with if she steals voices. Or no, doesn't steal them, but drowns it. Oh, so like, are we? Does she like go from like, if she doesn't control voices, does she like control them to sound deeper, like you're in an opera house? Mary Many Voices. We have Darkness in a Bottle. So judging by the set, there's 173 cards in this set. So there's Darkness in a Bottle. Oh yeah, I wanted to put. So yeah, we have the Kongamoto. So I'm just putting some of these guys, kind of like I'm organizing these more. The Kentucky Hellhound, he's definitely a cool one. 500 pounds of dog, of hound. We have the non-hollow variant of the Skinwalker, so we can stack that on the one we have, the reverse hollow. We have some more TNT dynamite. Oi, oi. Next up, we have another Japanese um cryptid or being called the Jorogumo. Jorogumo, um, which is a hybrid shapeshifter and a terror. Her web is a choice. She is more than able to hunt you as well. Oh, she's like a woman, an Asian woman with the legs of a spider. Definitely creepy. All right, and then our last two card, we have a strategy card that shows the. It's called March of the Headless. So this is definitely a full hollow, but it's a really cool one. But it shows the headless horseman on his horse and a guy that's head's on fire, but he's like walking next to him. And then we have a lightning aura. As Metallica says, ride the lightning. Don't hug or kiss the lightning, ride it. All right. Ooh. So we have the Gray Man, Cryptid Nocturnal Ward. He is from Pawleys Island, South Carolina. So we're getting more lightning-based cryptids, which is a really good thing. But the Gray Man, we have the Passing Clouds, which is a location. I am going to, as I said, organize this so we can fit them all to our binders. We've got Fire the Cannons, which shows a big pirate ship firing the cannons. Another Kongamoto. We have another stiff-legged bear. We've got Medusa again. We've got a hat rack for the Gray Man. And where's that guy that's like a hat man? So a hat man must have a hat rack, which looks like it's associated with him. But hat rack. We have Ashy Rain. So rain in the form of ash. So next up we have Madam Koi Koi, which is a cryptid from Nigeria. So Nigeria, I think, is in northern Africa. It's like by, I don't want to say it's by Morocco, but I got my phone right here. Nigeria. So actually, Nigeria is in West Africa. So, but this is Madame Koi Koi. She looks very evil. She looks like a maid or something like that, like a evil, well dressed maid, or like the evil stepmother of Cinderella. But that's kind of what she reminds me of, is like the evil stepmother of Cinderella, but with like really nice, like a red dress and like red high heels. I would not want to get. I mean, I wouldn't want to get her angry. We have another Serbian dancing lady, but this is her. This is the electrifying dancer. So I think, like the mad scientist, there must be multiple of the same cryptid, but like different element. Like this is the electrifying, meaning she's from, and this is a cryptid from Serbia. And then we got this guy. He looks like, what's his name from Goosebumps? Well, even though he's a doll, this guy kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Is it Spanky? No, it's Slappy. Hmm. Slappy is the guy. But he definitely has something going on with like the fancy tuxedo. But he reminds me of Slappy the Dummy. This guy, his name's Ludwig, and he's a cryptid from Manhattan, New York. Yep, he looks like he's like conducting some sort of green lightning behind him. He's got a top hat. He could be the ringleader of a circus. And then like right here, there's like a movie theater. Cool. I will say this is a cool card. It is full hollow. Um, and then we have a fire aura. Not too bad, but we've got 2 packs left, and actually, I'm gonna take care of my garbage while we're at it. We'll save the Mothman pack for last, and we'll go ahead with this guy. This has a cool moth creature on it, some sort of water serpent. All right. Sometimes, there we go. So we have the Headless Headquarters. Okay, I mean, we got some pretty weird ones. So this is the Headless Quarters, which is a location. We have Hatman. We did get Hatman before. This is rural terror. Meet him at the crossroads of sleep and paranoia. We have the Dark Allure. So these we have duplicates of. We got a duplicate of Dark Allure. We have a duplicate of Nanook. Um, Nanook is the bear demigod, or yeah. We have the Dark Elusive duplicate, and we have a duplicate of the Kentucky Hellhound. So those can go on our duplicate section. We have Listen on Repeat, which is a strategy card. Oh, it's the Sewer Gator. He's got like a he's got a pair of headphones on, rocking like sleeping to some music, but he's got a piece of pizza and two soda cans there. But he's in the sewer and he's got a rubber duck in the corner. But Listen on Repeat, we don't have that card yet. Next up, we have the Shiny New Hatchet. It says, go ahead, take it for a ride. Brand new. Somebody's gifting us a new hatchet. Look how shiny the blade is. We have the St. Pedro Mountains, which I think is from a mountain range in Mexico or area. I can't. Let's look it up. Because St. Pedro to me is like more of like a Mexican name. Maybe even California. Pedro Mountains. So I'm gonna guess it's in California. Yep. So it says the San Pedro Mountains primarily refer to a 41,305 acre wilderness area in north central Mexico, known for high altitude meadows, trout streams, and dense forests within the Santa Fe National Forest. Other notable distinct locations with similar names include the Sierra de San Pedro, Marcher in Baja California, Mexico, and the San Pedro Mount Preserve in Marin County, California. But there's actually a mummy found in the San Pedro Mountains. Yeah, the San Pedro Mountains mummy is a mummy discovered in Wyoming in the 1930s. But it's a group of hills within the Orts porphyry belt known for their significant copper, gold, and silver mining history. If you want to go there from Bridgeton to get to this place, it's 1 day and 11 hours. But I don't have any plans to go to Mexico. It would be a dream vacation for sure, but We have the Periton. So we did get the Periton. It was that, yeah, it's that cryptid that's from the Mediterranean Sea. But it says it doesn't hunt for sport, it hunts for souls. But there he is. This is a full this so this is a different card of the Periton. This is a full hollow. Next up we have the Rat King, leader of the sewers, it says. Better to reign in the cage than serve in the sewer. Reign in the cage, that's funny. Or reign in the cage. Yeah, so he's got a freaking gold fork, crown, everything. Um, that's really funny. And he's like waiting, for, I'm guessing, for cheese, but it's like he's like gambling as a king for cheese with a crown. Can I have your last piece of Swiss cheese? One pack left. We're doing really well, I feel like. Alright. One pack. Is this going to be a good one? Let's see. Okay, we've got another Merry Many Voices, Deep Affliction, Firehawk, Quambanix, the Banshee of the Badlands, we have Istok, Ben Samara, Skylar Brand, Shifting the Balance, Lily Pad, and a Yig. So not terrible. We do have Mary Many Voices, and she's got quite a few. We don't want to speak them. We got another duplicate of the Firehawk. We have Quabinek. I can't even pronounce this one. Quan Bensex. Kex. I don't know. It's the one that causes the storms using its breath from Puerto Rico. And then we've got Banshee of the Badlands from Watchdog. I don't know if that's South Dakota. I would think, yeah, I think it's South Dakota. She calls if you answer, you are already hers. Banshees are also in what is it? Overseas folklore, like in Ireland and Scotland. So casters, I feel like these are different because they're kind of like Digimon tamers. So this is definitely a new card. So the Yig, so this is a really good card. I don't know how rare it is. But Banshee of the Badlands. Next up we have the, okay, this looks like some giant eyeball with like spikes, but it's an aerial afflicted elemental from the Arctic. Justice Site. It is talk. There's only one injustice. But this guy is a water-based cryptid, so along with our yellow submarine. And we got two casters. We've got Ben Samora. He's a caster. And he's a dark caster. Oh, I just noticed. Okay, we're gonna have to really. So he could control like Bloody Mary. We've got Skylar Brand, which is also a caster, but he casts fire-based cryptids. Forged in fire, yep. So starting to get these caster cards, these definitely are going to play a vital, like similar to Digimon. You get the tamer cards. We next up we have a strategy card called Shifting the Balance. Shows our a mad scientist. And then we have another lily pad. But this one I want to look at. This is the Yig, which in Kinyan must be a place. I don't know where Kinyan. I'm guessing maybe Japan or China, but or maybe I would say it sounds like a Asian part of the world, like China, maybe Indonesia, the Philippines. But we don't know. Let's take a look. The Yig. Kinyan. Whoa. So actually, it's a fictional place. But it says the Kainian. So Kaini Lovecraft. It's a fictional, so meaning it's not real. It's a fictional subterranean realm created by H.P. Lovecraft in the revision tale The Mound, and it's located under the U.S. state of Oklahoma. But the Kenyanians are extraterrestrial beings possessing amazing mental powers. These powers include telepathic, ability to phase through solid matter. Yig is the father of serpents, is a fictional deity introduced in the Curse of the Yig. He is introduced as the snake god. It says, in deep, mysterious, cavernous lands, sometimes referred to as a subterranean land of wonders, or connected to the nightmare world of Yoth. Yig's role, he's worshipped as a god. He is a serpent-like entity, humanoid with a serpent head and tail, who demands fear and respect. Um, all right, so this is definitely a good card. Metazoo, 2 Black Star. Rarity. Oh, and wow, so this is a super rare. So our Yig is a super rare. So we definitely got a big pull. Really cool. And he's 160. That's his card number. Um, but we're gonna go through these cards. We're gonna put them in the binder, and as I said, we're gonna put them all in order. But I'm gonna do that actually right now, and I'm not gonna bore you guys with it. So thank you all for watching.